Some Devils. J-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. Which goddamn questions we going over today? We are going over, post 2 weeks ago, Paradise Lost, Beyond Overrated, and let's not let off the hook. Posing it up to big time. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody ever brings them up. Every time we get the first 2 albums in stock, they sell very, very well for Hells, which is cool. And I think those are respectable metal albums. I just thought they were on the boringer side. I was a demo only guy for them, just because a lot of songs on the demos made it to the first album. So yeah, I'm good with the demos. That was the first thing I heard. I got some bootleg versions of the demos back when I was a teenager. And then when I finally heard the album, I'm like, kind of prefer the demo. And then, but yeah, when you hear a lot of other stuff, I'm like, man, this is some poser ass sellout canoe shit. Gothy as fuck, just nothing to do. Changed way more than Cradle of Filth. Changed way more than Debut Borger. But goddamn, nobody lets them off the fucking hook. And again, people will say stupid shit like, well, yeah, Cradle of Filth got and Dame Eborg because it just got so wimpy and shit like that. It did get wimpy, but at least the style and shit, it sounds. Listen to the first Paradise Lost album and listen to whatever album they did in the last 5 fucking years. It sounds nothing like they fucking did. At least Cradle of Filth, you could be like, oh wow, this is kind of wimpy as fuck. Danny sounds like he's fucking got to go get his script for testosterone goddamn renewed because shit, he's out. So definitely, I'm not saying it's not wimpy, but Paradise Lost changed way more. Never hear anybody call them out. Guaranteed if somebody was wearing some Hot Topic shirt of them, nothing to fucking say. Crickets. That's all I'm fucking calling out. So if you're gonna call out these bands, like what the fuck? You gotta call out the more obvious ones, the bigger offenders. That's all I'm saying. 149 comments. See the fuck's in here, goddammit. All at the bottom. Metal Miners. J-Dog. Who's the biggest poser band? Who's the biggest sellout band? I mean, it would have to be. Granted, I hate even saying their goddamn names because they're just so goddamn irrelevant. They sold out so much. But as far as the king of alls, it'd have to be Metallica. It would flat out have to be Metallica, right? I mean, the biggest band, and just completely. Just when Load came out, that's when they met. I remember because by myself, that was in '96. I remember they're even in the newspaper with their stupid ass new haircuts. They're wearing suits and shit. I don't know what did they make some Grammy award or some bullshit? Probably something. But anyways, my grandma brought them up. My grandma don't know fuck all nothing about metal at all. And she showed us when we were kids. Oh, you know who these guys are and stuff. That's tell you everything you need to know. Grandma shouldn't be looking at your metal band in the fucking newspaper. That says it all. That actually happened. I was 11 years old when it happened. I was disgraced even then, even knew at that time. So when people say it's the Black Album, I think they're kind of like commercially acceptable on the Black Album, but the total sellouts, they're not even playing somewhat thrash, somewhat metal country songs on there and alternative bullshit. Where's your crown king? Nothing. I mean, just terrible. Hanging out that crap like that's hanging out with Creed, Stain, Tool, and all that other, all for those fucking chomos. So, yeah, as bad as the Paradise Losses and all the other guys that bust balls, which don't get me wrong, they're pretty fucking bad. The Kings would have to be Metallica. But to their defense, too, their sellout was least successful. Goddamn, they sell out and they make cash hand over fucking fist because some bands sell out. Like we talked about, like the Tiamat, for example. They didn't even listen to that bullshit, though. It's sold out in the sense that, yeah, they directly changed their style to be more. You know what a huge fucking offender is, too? Is Covenant. The black metal band Covenant, when they changed their name to The Covenant with a K. Woo-wee! You want to see some fucking embarrassing fucking pick your jaw up the floor? God damn, these guys, get them on some fucking test immediately. Fucking goddamn Estrogen City. I'm ready to go buy a fucking bra and purse just looking at those albums. Those The Covenant. Bad enough I had to see them too. I saw them in 99, 2000. Keep in mind, Young Devil knew nothing. I just knew, Hellhammer's in the fucking band. And by the way, that's how I got to meet Hellhammer too, from Mayhem. Got a picture with him. And goddamn, he wasn't very manly. I gotta say, man, I was fucking 14 years old meeting him, and I towered over him then. He just looked like I don't know. He was cool. I mean, I can't even say he was cool. He didn't have much to say whatsoever. He was less than impressed. But I remember the show being very, very, what the fuck am I watching? What is this, Marilyn Manson? Knew it sucked then? Never revisited, but a couple of their 2 albums for sure got reissued. I think Cosmic Key did them, which he does a lot of good shit like Sinister and stuff like that. But did the Covenants, did the good Covenant shit though too, because the first, at least minimally, the first album is fucking great. With the Covenant with a C, that stuff's awesome. That's great black metal. If you like Emperor, Satyricon, shit like that, then that's right up your goddamn alley. Early Dimmu Borgir. But I thought that was a good record. But goddamn, you want to talk about a band selling out? Holy fuckski! Knew that at 14, and but kind of forgot all about them, but got reminded within, I don't know, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever all those LPs and CDs got reissued, came in through hells, and I'm like, holy fuck! Talk about a goddamn sex change. I feel like I'm getting one just looking at this shit. Didn't need to put it back on the player. Well, I can't say I fully remember what it sounded like, but I was at the show, and I was, what the fuck am I listening to watching? God damn. He's got 7 replies. What the fuck did they say to him? Who's the biggest poser sellout band? Aegis Raven. Any band that labels themselves as female fronted. What? Or all female all female are posers. So a band is a female and they're fucking posers? What are you talking about, brah? Makes no goddamn sense. If that's what you're using to sell your music, it's pathetic. And if you went through the trouble to only hire female musicians, well, you know the quality isn't going to be there. I don't know, man. This sounds like some 40-year-old virgin shit. The guy that's never been laid. What's wrong with having chicks? I mean, fucking sounds like you're in the booty, brah. Metal Miners and Aegis. Yeah, okay, bro. Probably thinking what I'm thinking. Tells me everything I need to know about you. Look at that shit. I'm wearing a fucking female fronted band t-shirt too. Vicious Blade. Guess they're posers. Sorry, Vicious Blade. I guess you're posers. Since you don't got a dick, I guess you're a poser. Aegis Raver Trigger Canoe. I'm kind of with them, man. How are they? I mean, I guess what am I trying to see it from where he's coming from? Maybe because he's saying that using as a marketing tactic. We brought the arch enemies and shit. They got that first female vocalist, right? But I didn't even know there was 2 different ones. People told me, and then they got a second one. It's no coincidence that they got it with a second female vocalist. What's the first chick's name? I don't even fucking know. Didn't know the second one's either until I had to look it up for that video I made. Then yeah, I would agree with you that that's a poser tactic for selling, because what they saw was when they got the first female, that was probably unintentional, because who was the first singer for Arch Enemy? The shit that's actually good, in my opinion. Stuff like Black Earth and Burning Bridges and stuff. I thought those albums they're not fantastic, but I thought they're pretty good. I own them. I think they're pretty good, just Swedish metal albums, right? Definitely not extreme or anything like that. Yeah, they're tame, they're wimpy, but I thought they're pretty good albums. Songs like Bury Me an Angel and shit, I thought was pretty good. But who's the singer on that? Is that Johan? But anyways, whenever the fucking he left or got kicked to the curb or died or dead or in jail, whatever the fucking hell happened, got no idea, don't know, kind of don't care. When he left the fucking band, and the chick joined the band, that was probably, I'm guessing, I could be completely wrong, guessing organic, and just that's who was next in line. Probably, isn't that the guy, chick Michael Mott was banging? He's probably like, oh yeah, you could do vocals, join the band, whatever. But without the expectation that it was going to go over as well as it did. Joins the band. I told the fucking story. I saw Arch Enemy on Burning Bridges tour, which was 99? I think 99. Ghost fucking town. Goddamn nobody. It was at the Flying Machine again, just like with Mortician. Crickets. And I mean motherfucking crickets. 2-3 years later, or whatever the next album was, the first female album come out. It's on the tip of my tongue what it's called. I forget. Whatever. You guys know what the fuck it is, or Metal Archives, you don't. You can do that. You have Google, you have Metal Archives. Look it up, goddammit. Whatever. Wages of Sin. I think that's the name of it. Pretty sure that's what it was. Whatever the fuck the next one was in. I'm pretty sure it's that. That was either 2000, 2001, 2002, somewhere in there. Somewhere in that area, right? Came out. It's got the chick singing on it. Played at the Agora. Shoulder to shoulder. You would have thought fucking Morbid Angel was up in that bitch. Full as fuck. 2 years later, I mean, they had what? How many albums are non-female fronted? 3 albums for sure, maybe 4. Nobody cared then. 1 album in. Fucking flies on shit. You know what I mean? All the fucking horny fucking 40-year-old virgins that can't get laid, they got to go watch a chick on stage, which is kind of weird. It's just at that point, just look at fucking porn. So I don't know what you need a metal band for is to do that, but whatever. Good for them, I guess, right? So that that was probably happened maybe slightly organic. Now, when she left the band or stopped sucking off Michael or whatever the case was, out of the fucking band, right, kicked to the curb, get your fuck out of here. Bad blood, good blood, no idea, don't know, don't care. Whatever it is, out of the fucking band, right? Well, fuck, this was our selling points. We got to get another female vocalist. Then I agree with, what the fuck's his name? Aegis Raven? Whatever the fuck. Whoever the guy says fucking females females for homos, I guess. Posers and homos. News to me. Thought it was directly the opposite. Anyways, because learn something new every day, right? That in that case, I would see where you're coming from, but that's a one-off example. I mean, maybe there's other, and I don't count. Who's that one band? That's another fucking band where the goth kids, they'd come up to me. I'm wearing a fucking Exhumed shirt, literally. Do you like? Was it Kitty or Caddy? I think it was Kitty, right? With a K, and it was all chicks. Never fucking heard of them. And then you see like photos and shit. People are like, fuck no, I don't like this. That should have been obvious. Did you see that goddamn gore metal cover? Why the fuck would I like that? In scenarios like that, it did, I think maybe somebody showed me something or played me something. It was obvious. This is chicks to where it's like, just kind of like, let's do something, that's going to sell to the kids, sell to the gothy kids, sell to the gothy girls. You know what I mean? But we're not talking about that. I don't even put them in the same goddamn category. As far as metal bands, talking about poser metal bands, whoever asked that, okay, I'll give you the arch enemy switching over to the second metal scene because they damn well dude. There's no coincidence. Oh, yo, we're even playing on it, Just the second singer was a chick too. No, bull motherfucking shit. You knew that was a selling point. Give you that one, but who else? Is Dercada fucking posers? All chicks? I mean, and I'm not even the biggest Dercada fan, to be honest. I think it's kind of boring. Yes, it does nothing for me. Just does nothing for me, but it's true death metal, doom metal, deathish doom metal, I'd put it at. Never crossed my mind as junk or poser shit. It doesn't belong to this. That never crossed my mind whatsoever because it's all good. So it's automatic. So put it in there, Aegis. That's a poser band because it's all female fronted. I don't know, man. No comment. Let's just say that. Other than I disagree. Andy Zuleta. Seems like you're good with the ladies, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's never been laid in his life, man. Because, yeah, saying a comment like that makes, well, let's again clarify. I'll give you the arch enemy. I'll give you that. Other than that, I can't think of anybody else. Super Bob, question, J-Dog. Who has the stupidest gimmick in metal? I vote Archspire. Don't even know anything about Archspire. The name looks semi-familiar. Is it necessary to pull out a flashing sign that says applause? I definitely don't know who that is. If that not bad enough, Vocalist was wearing a shirt that said applause. Dude, is this even like an actual metal band, though? When you're considered one of the fastest bands in the world, do you really need to beg for a reaction? Archspire? Is this the fastest band in the world? Am I out of the fucking loop? When I hear fastest band in the world, first band that comes to my mind as far as that it was testing the limits that came to the forefront first was goddamn Terrorizer, World Downfall. Am I missing out on something? I don't know any band that has a sign saying applause live. Unfamiliar with that. Who is the biggest, stupidest gimmick in metal? I don't know. Nobody's really coming to my mind. I guess I kind of, if it's their shtick, it's their shtick. As long as it doesn't come off as cheesy or fake or total poser, then I don't really have a problem with it. Even if it's something where it's not like something I would do, gotta do something. You know what I mean? Definitely some stuff can come off as cheeseball, but stupidish, gimmick. Yeah, put them in there, Devils. I can't really think of anybody. Nobody that bothers me. Put it that way. Wicked Devil, question marks. King Devil, does the Antichrist currently walk the earth? Not with the wimpification I'm seeing these fucking days. He certainly does not. Paul Hetrick, Mr. Horrible. Pantera and Fear Factory are not the best bands. You got that right. You need to tell me that. But they are actually metal bands. Never said they weren't. Not sure why you always throw them in with the new rock bands. Because it's for the same goddamn fan base, bro. I thought it was pretty obvious. Cold Chamber, Mushroom Head, Slipknot, Static X, etc. are not metal bands. That shit is new rock. I can see where you're coming from because you got Pantera and even Fear Factory. I never heard any rapping. And the yo shit type shit going on, as opposed to Coal Chambers shit, definitely do. And I know some dummy's gonna come in here, but what are you talking about? Get your ears checked, man. You do like what the fuck you talking? Like the guy that said that about Slayer Diabolos Music, that album alone goes to that fan base. But with the Panteras and the Fear Factory, it's the same fan base, man. And I know because that was the time frame when I grew up in middle school and high school in the 90s. All those people like the same shit, dude. They all liked the Pantera, the Fear Factories, the Coal Chambers, the Static. Definitely Static X and fucking Static X and Fear Factory go hand in hand. I know for a fact those fucking people like the same goddamn shit. The same exact fan base. That's like Cannibal Corpse and Deicide. It's not the same thing. 95% of fans that like Cannibal Corpse like Deicide and vice versa. Yeah, you're gonna find an occasional one-off. Deicide sucks. Cannibal Corpse, those sellouts. Why that Hot Topic? Oh, Deicide's only Deicide's real. Fuck off those posers, Cannibal. So Hot Topic fucking queers. You're going to get occasional that. But for the majority, it's safe to say that fan base of fucking Cannibal Corpse is the same fan base of Deicide, Obituary, Morbid Angel, etc. Fear Factory, same thing. It's fan bases of Coal Chamber, Static X, and Pantera. Mushroomhead, 100%, dude, 100%. Go to a goddamn Mushroomhead show. The Devils, come on down here. If you're from Denmark or something, never heard of Mushroomhead, come over here to Cleveland with the next show. Fly in, go and take a survey. Go to their Packed to the Gills show in Cleveland, and it would be packed to the gills. Go and ask them. Go ask how many of those. What guys was he? Pantera and Fear Factory. He's basically saying they're not in the same boat as them. Go and take a survey. Ask everybody at the door. Stand at the front door with the goddamn security guy. Take a survey. Likes, don't likes. As each person walks in, they're obviously like Mushroomhead because they're attending the goddamn show. Do you like Pantera and Fear Factory? Side for yes, side for no. I guarantee you'll have way more yeses on that piece of piece of paper check mark. Yes. Almost all of them are going to say yes. Almost all, 90% for sure. So what are you talking about? It's totally the same fucking fan base. Count Z Danaviscus. Question marks. Lots of sellout talk. What are some bands that change drastic without selling out? First one that comes to my mind is Satan's Host. Oh my God, Satan's Host, dude. That's another fucking band. First album, Metal from Hell. Fan-fucking-tastic. I must say so myself. Then they, I guess, came back, and I'm still confused. Wasn't it Moribund Records that put them out? I think that's where we got them from trade. And we got them in. This is like the first time we got them in was maybe like 10 years ago. I'm like, Satan's Host, they have all these other albums. I never heard of these. You put it on, it's like, wasn't it like black metal or death metal? I'm like, what the fuck? Is this the same band? To this day, I'm not even 100%. You know what? I'm going to Metal Archives it now. I think I did, but it was like, I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? Like, that's a, remember when we talked about the We're Back bands, Devils? And I said, who came back and sounds nothing like they're starting? Yeah, this is the same fucking band. Here we go. Genre too. Heavy metal early, black death metal mid, black and heavy power metal later. Oh, so it had to have been that. Yeah. Yeah. Virgin Sales 2013. Yeah, we've had this. I don't know if I listened to that particular one. Here's a prime band. Yeah, they put out one album in 1986 and they come back in 2000, 14 years later. We're back. So this is the band. This is the number one band. We're back. No, you're not. What the fuck are you talking about? We're back. If you're bringing back the band, you're going to be playing something reminiscent. Hell, forget it if those albums are good or not. I remember not liking them, but I was probably just more disappointed. Like, what the fuck am I listening to? This isn't Satan's Host. Well, let's just say they're even good. What are you doing, dude? Like, this isn't Satan's Host. That's like fucking King Diamond. He finally comes back after 15 years and does a new album, and he's singing like Chris Barnes. You know? I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I like fucking Chris Barnes' Cannibal Corpse era. King Diamond's doing perfect 2 mutilated vocals. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. This isn't King Diamond. It's the same concept. Metal from Hell was kind of like a heavy metal / power metal type album. It was fucking great. They come back. We're back. No, you're not. You're back under the same name, which you absolutely need to change, doing completely irrelevant music to what this band started off to do. So yeah, that is the king of the We're Backs. I knew once I heard it, it'd be somebody. So anyway, the king of We're Backs, but they're not back bands. or what the fuck are you doing when they came back? Absolutely Satan's host. No goddamn doubt about it. If you got a bigger offender, put them in the comments. But I cannot think of a bigger fucking offender. And as far as counting Dan Viscus, does that count as a sellout? That counts as what the fuck are you guys doing? This is just stupid. Get one more goddamn quickie in here. One guy, Count DeGrella, thoughts on Vomitory. Again, watch the channel, Bravo. I've talked about several times. Good fucking band. Raped in Their Own Blood is probably my favorite. Redemption, early albums. Not a turn in the catalog, but the earlier albums is what I know the best. But yeah, Vomitory, great band. One of the more brutal death metal bands. You know, somebody's going to say, Vomitory's not brutal death metal. I'm not saying Deeds of Flesh Devourment type brutal, but it was more brutal than the standard Swedish death metal bands. You know, Dismember, Unleash, Grave, Carnage, Entombed. Because they weren't much after that. One was Raped in Their Own Blood. Was that 94? It was still relatively early 90s, but it sounded more like U.S. death metal. You know what I mean? Whereas it didn't sound. Oh shit, this doesn't sound like from Sweden. Deranged, same thing. Holy fuck, this is brutal as fuck. This is from Sweden, huh? It was just weird for that time frame because most bands that came out that time, you could just tell. Oh, this is from Sweden. There were outside the mold. Yeah, this shit's great. There's one other really quickie in here. I guess this is be quick because I don't know if Hell Swamp Commando. Question marks. Are there any bands or albums you turned on? For example, you enjoyed it at first, then you end up feeling indifferent about it. Thanks in advance, Barbara. Yeah, oh, definitely. When you put it on, you're like, oh, this is good, and then you're indifferent because basically the shitty songs or the mediocre songs outweigh the good. Start off good, and then you're kind of like, yeah. I said it in a previous video. What was it this video? I said it recently. Fucking Manila Road, Crystal Logic. A side was good. B side was kind of like, eh. You know, so, but that's happened many, many times. You put it on, you're like, oh, this fuck, yeah, I'm really, really liking this. By the end, you're like, I don't need it. Let's just say that. But other than Manila Road, I mean, I'm drawing a blank, but that's happened. Oh my God, it's more times than I count. It happens all the time to shop when I'm checking shit out. Starts off banger as motherfucker, and by the end, putting it back on the shelf. Don't need it. So yeah, it definitely happens. I think it happens for everybody though, right? That's why you listen to the whole goddamn album. You just go by the first song. First song was great. Okay, well the other 9 might be mediocre or suck. So, anyways, that's it for this one. Devils, comments, questions, concerns, put in the comment box. Get an answer right in the morning. Later, goddamn it.